Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about marketing. What are you known for? Is it okay to be known for something? Do you like do you want that label? Is it good? Is it bad? And we will discuss that because I have been listening all week to a book about the great Jim Henson. Jim Henson, he created the Muppet Babies. He helped create Sesame Street. You know, he was a puppeteer, but he got into puppeteering because he wanted to be on TV, and so he took a job when he was young as a puppeteer, and it sort of stuck. It sort of got stuck because he was good at it. He was good at puppeteering, and he got real good, and he was good at designing puppets and things of that nature. So he sort of got stuck with it. He didn't want to always be known as a puppeteer. He didn't want to always, because people when people think of puppets, they think of kids, they think of like children, but he always wanted to say, hey, this is not just about kids. This, I do adult things when it comes to puppeteering, and so it got me to thinking: is it okay to be known for one thing? Can you do it? Do you want to be? It's like when you get it's like being an actor and you get into a great sitcom or a great, like drama or a movie, and people identify you as that movie. Some people don't like that. Some people run with it. I remember when Jaleel White got older, and people was like, yo, Urkel, and he was like, yo, I ain't Urkel, man. Don't call me that, blah, 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 blah. He didn't really, I mean, if you don't know, Steve Urkel was a character on a show called Family Matters, okay? It was back in the early 90s, and Steve Urkel was, it was Steve Urkel mania. I had a Steve Urkel shirt when I was in the 6th grade. I wore it to school, and so it was a big deal. It was a big deal back then, and that was his main, like, TV role. I'm sure he's done movies and other things like that, but he's known for being Steve Urkel, and it happens to other people as well. It sort of sticks. A role they get identified with this role, and sometimes the people embrace it, sometimes they don't. They want to be known for more things. I remember when the George Floyd stuff happened in 2020 here in America. And, people started saying, hey, basketball players, they started, kneeling or protesting or whatever they started doing, and then they was like, hey, I'm more than an athlete, blah, 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 but it's kind of funny to me. It's just like they want to be known more than athletes, but how do they get a big platform? By being a professional athlete and people seeing them on TV, but they want to be known not just for being an athlete. It's like, okay, but this is your platform. This is how you base things on. But whatever, and some people don't want to be a certain thing. They don't want to be labeled. They want to be put in a box. But for some, the box is okay. I mean, I think Jim Henson did quite well with the Muppets. He made a lot of money from merchandising, a lot of money from the advertising, and this, that, and the other. So I personally think it's cool because you can take the one thing, if you find something and you run with it and you're great at it, you can take that and you can make a foundation. Now with other things that you do try to work, who knows? You don't know, but if you have one thing that you're known for, one thing that you're great at, one thing that you can really hone in on, listen, do that and make as much money as you can, okay? Do not think, I just don't want to be known for this. I've done 3 seasons on this TV show, and I'm known for that. But I want to do more. No, ride that wave until you can't ride it no more. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna be George Clooney. If you ever watched this TV show ER, it was a show that started back in the '90s, and I remember ER took off and it became very popular. And George Clooney was like the breakout star in the movie. And they was like, George Clooney's gonna go do movies, you know. And eventually, he went off and he did movies and he became a big time movie star. Other people that was on the show, they stayed with the show for a while. I remember Anthony Edwards. He was a guy. He was in movies in the '80s, like Top Gun and Revenge of the Nerds. He did not go to do movies. He said, I'm just gonna ride this TV show out. It's sometimes you have to know. Sometimes you have to know, you know. Sometimes you have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, you know. And of course, George Clooney, he went and he did a movie, you know. Did a movie. He would do a movie one summer, do a movie another summer after the ER was closed. Those movies did well, and they said, hey, come on, George, you can be a movie star now. And he said, you know, let me go ahead and let me get off this bandwagon and go do movies, you know. And it happens like that sometimes. You can dip your toe in the other waters and see where it goes. Jim Henson, listen to the book. He did a movie. He did the Muppets movie. The Muppet movies did excellent. He did another movie. This movie did fairly well, so he took a stab at another movie. That movie didn't do so well, and he went back to doing more Muppet stuff. And that's okay. You build a foundation for a reason. You want to build a foundation. You know, you want to be known for something. You know, if you can get established and be known for something, that's marketing. That's, hey, you are the e-commerce guy. You know, then you can dive into other things. The problem is, a lot of times, you don't want to become a jack of all trades and a master of none. You know, you don't want to have that label. You don't want to be that person. I see a young lady on the internet. I guess she's known for having a baby with a basketball player. You know, and she just goes around on different podcasts. I'm sure she probably gets paid, and she's been in a commercial, and she's known for like being an Instagram girl. She's parlaying that into money. Now, I don't know what can you go from there, but for the time being, you know, I guess if it's working, you know, you do what you got to do. But eventually, she's gonna have to turn the Instagram, you know, model or the beauty, you know, you got to turn that into something different, you know. So I'm sure she'll start a podcast, or I'm sure she'll start selling T-shirts or something like that. But you get known for something, you know. It's just like, I'll tell you about me and the mistake that I made in the beginning. You know, I've been a truck driver for 18 years, you know. And in the beginning, I said, I'm not gonna bring that up. I want to do something completely different, you know. Blah 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 blah. You know, this whole time I could have been doing a YouTube channel about trucking, you know, because I have the experience, I have the knowledge. It definitely would have helped, you know. It wouldn't have hurt like I thought it would. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you bite your nose to spite your own face. So don't make the mistake I made. If you've been in something for a long time and you're good at it, you have some knowledge at it, then use that for an info marketing business. You know what I mean? Like, apply that knowledge, write a blog about it, or do something, or try to make some money from it, some kind of way. Do not be like myself and go, man, F that. You know, like now I'm starting to like, okay, I should do something with the trucking. You know, I should write a book, or you know, I should write a blog, or I should make a YouTube channel. You know, I should do this, do that. I should give updates about trucking, you know, to really hone in on the skills that I've learned over the last 18 years, you know. And it's like, why not make money from something that you've done? I put a lot of work into it, and I got a lot of knowledge out of it. Why not make money from it? You know what I mean? Like, so don't be a goofball like me. Don't be as naive. Don't be dumb like me. You know, don't be as stubborn as me. Sometimes I get real stubborn, and it's a hindrance every now and then. And so, if you're great at something, you know, dig into that, lean into that. If you're good at something, lean into it. there's something that you know that you feel like you can share with the world, lean into that. Do not shy away from it. You know, the more you can create information, the more you can create websites, blogs, channels, podcasts about the thing that you know, the thing that you're good at, and the better off you will be. You know, you want to start making money as quickly as possible, because that builds more confidence. The more confidence you get, the more you can go on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. Okay. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's it. We will be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until